Hi YouTubers and Predator fans, this is Roscoe and welcome to my review of the Hot Toys Celtic Predator 2.0 version. Right, let's go take a look at the box first. As you can see, very similar box to Scars, the last Predator we got from Hot Toys. Only difference being the image of Celtic on the box this time. We have the Alien vs Predator written in a clear gloss. Celtic Predator 1/6 scale collectible figure, MMS 221. Only this time it has a purple colour to it, which is quite strange. Most of the AVP stuff I've always seen, it has blue. So Hot Toys have changed that. I actually find it looking quite nice. Now the box obviously gets a slipcover box. It is a little bit wider or deeper than the previous one, which was Scar. Obviously to house the two trays this time with the base and a few of the other accessories. So to turn this on the side, sort of see the AVP symbol and title. On the back you have all the warnings and you have some images in purple of some of the Predator's accessories. Alright, so overall that's quite nice. Now once you slide that off, we have the inner carton, which has all the credits on it, who worked on the figure. We have the AVP logo on top as well in purple, and on the other side you have your clear window, which shows the figure, like with most Hot Toys figures. Alright, accessories. First I'll start with the removable chest piece of armour. Now in the box this comes on him already, but I've removed it, so Hot Toys have given us that option to do that. It was quite easy to get off, took about 10 seconds. You've got about 5 black tabs which slot in to the armour that's already on him, or that's still on him. Got to be careful you don't lose those pieces there, because they can be removed quite easily. Also something to look out for, this sort of shoulder piece is connected by the smallest bit of plastic there. So if you're going to remove it, don't bend it around too much, you might find you snap that. I'll just put a bit of tape there just to help support it, as will be in the box, not on the figure. So that's great they've given us that option to take it off, because although Celtic did have it on the beginning of the film, he ripped it off when he got acid spilled on it from the grid alien. So the fact that I've been able to take that off is great, because it complements the battle damage mask and makes my figure different from the original Celtic, which I have as well. So that's quite cool. Also we get the open shuriken, like we've got it with all AVP figures, so that's no different, and that's plastic. You get 4 spare hands. I have 2 fully open ones there. They're really nice, they've got a nice gloss to them, lots of detail. You get 2 hands that sort of semi-open, so you can actually have him holding like the knife or the spear, and you get 2 clenched fists. So I have a clenched fist and one of these hands on my figure at the moment. So that's quite good. You get the open mandibles. Now they differ slightly from the original Scars, or sorry, the Scar 2.0. They have a slight more olive colour to them, a bit more of an olive green. Same with the sort of closed mandibles. And you have the bottom jaw mandible, which you need to take off to get the masks on. Now it's very small, so you need to keep an eye on, not to lose. You also get the long-bladed scimitars. I'm not sure why Hot Toys gave us these. Celtic never had these on him in the movie at all. Only Chopper did. So maybe they were trying to please people that missed out on the first one, because the first release did have them. I'm not going to put these on mine. I'm going to keep mine as movie accurate as possible. As with a lot of these accessories I won't be using. But they're exactly the same design and piece as the originals. Only thing different is that they're slightly shinier, and they're plastic as well. So hopefully when they do the inevitable Chopper Predator 2.0, they listen to fans and actually make them metal like the Gauntlet blades. That would be great if they could do that. Get a spare biomask. So here's the non-battle damage one. And both of these are light up, which is great. That's really cool. As you can see, the mandibles are built in, like all the new Pred masks. You get spare hand pegs, it's just on the plastic there. Get a plasma caster, or plasma cannon. Now, Celtic never had that in the movie either. Never got around to getting it. That is actually Scar's plasma caster, and they've used that on all the previous AVP Preds as well. So they haven't really changed the design much at all, just the articulation a little bit around the bottom. So it would have been nice, even though we didn't have one, not to give us Scars, but actually give us one of the other smaller ones that they were supposed to get in the film that we saw in the actual sort of coffin that they opened up. But yeah, they'll be staying in the box. But yeah, that's not really movie accurate at all, but we've been given it, so I've got that option. We've got the two small metal Gauntlet blades. You get the medium ones as well, and you get the really long ones. Now I won't be using those really long ones either, because as far as I know, Celtic never had his Gauntlet blades right out like this. Not sure if he could do it. Only Scar really did that, so we'd be given extras anyway. So you get the Telescopic Spear, so obviously that can open up quite easily. You get the instruction leaflet with plastic tubes there for the mask. Now the previous older versions had metal ones, but they were prone to rust, so it's good that they come in plastic this time. Probably not as good quality, but you don't have that issue. All my old ones still have the metal ones, and they're still fine because I've never used them. So I know a few people in humid conditions actually, theirs started rusting. Anyways, the base, absolutely awesome. Fits in the theme of the pyramid. Got the runes on the ground there, step, sort of two steps. The skulls look really accurate, really nice. A lot better than the quarter scale endoskeleton. The skulls on the ground I thought look a little bit weird. These ones look quite real. Another thing that's not really movie accurate is Grid Alien being dead on the ground there. He never killed Grid Alien. He never killed an alien at all, actually. But yeah, they've got him dead on the ground here. Grid actually killed him. So anyway, it's cool for a little bit of a concept sort of thing. A lot of the fans would have liked it to go this way rather than the Grid killing Celtic. Now I thought that the sort of head piece here would have been a little bit too small, but comparing it to my 1/6 scale Grid Alien, the head's the right size. They've just got it cut off here. So overall the base looks really nice. Feet are really nicely painted, and the texture looks really good with the bricks and colouring, and the blood from the alien looks really cool. And the only thing about this stand, it's sort of somewhat limited to how you pose him. He's got no real room to stand up unless you put his foot on here, and that doesn't actually grip the feet, so his foot ends up just sliding off. Of course, the crotch stand, once again, I find is useless for this figure. They're giving us a standard 1/6 scale stand, and it doesn't actually hold onto anything at all. It's not meant for this figure. So it's sort of barely just resting on it. I've actually had to put a little bit of blue tack under the feet. That just sort of holds him down firm, so he actually doesn't topple over. But his joints are reasonably stiff, so they do hold quite well. But yeah, you basically got to have him with this leg up pose on this base. It's not really any other way to have him, so he's somewhat limited there. And it's a shame Hot Toys didn't give us the standard base like we've got with Scar, because that's one thing the old ones were good for. They all had the individual nameplate bases, whereas this guy, if they do chopper and give him a normal stand, this one will sort of be the odd one out in that regard. But anyways, here he is. Absolutely awesome figure, guys. There he is with his dagger. That's metal. Can go on the sheath there. sort of try to recreate the scene where he's fighting Grid, where he goes to actually kill him with that. Got him with the Gauntlet blades flicked around the wrong way. Of course, in the movie he flicks that around to cut off Grid's tail. So once again, I'm trying to make him a little bit more individual. So they actually slot in really well, just as well as if you're putting in the normal way. Joints are quite stiff around the sort of elbows, the shoulders and the knees. So they're all quite stiff, but around the hip area, really quite easy to move. So they click in little notch sections. But everything else you have to sort of put a bit of effort into getting to bend. Here we have the battle damage mask, which looks cool. It's great that they're giving us that option because the first one didn't have that. The dreads look really nice. You have to remove the head to put the bone necklace on, and that comes off quite easily. I'm not going to remove the mask, guys. The head sculpt is basically the same as Scar's, but without the scar. As I said earlier, it just has that slight more olive green look to it. His backpack sort of thing. You can pull this off and you'll have the battery pack. So the batteries are already in this figure. You don't need to put them in. So you just have to remove the plastic tab and they're ready to work. Plug the biomask in under here. But the switch is in a bit of a pain of a spot. You have to put your finger right in here and click a little small switch. These are adjustable. You can sort of just strap it on. You can just bend these around where you want. Another noticeable difference between this guy and Scar is the gauntlet here. Celtic had a net launcher gauntlet, so that's a lot bigger. Looks really nice. Basically they're the same figure, Scar and Celtic, but with just those couple of differences. Same body, same head sculpt, same armour, just in a different gauntlet, different mask and base really. I think in the movies Celtic's body was a little bit more bulky than this, but I doubt Hot Toys were going to make a complete new body just for this one figure, but I think it's as good as we're going to get for a 1/6 scale figure. I think it looks great and it is an improvement on the original, that's for sure. Got the closed shuriken there. Another little inaccuracy is this piece here. Celtic never had this on him in the movie. He was missing that, only Scar had and Chopper had that on there. I thought he might be able to remove that as well, but I think that's sort of stuck or part of the sculpt. So you'll have to mod it or cut it off, which I'm not willing to do. So yeah, he never had that in the film, but they've just given us the same piece that Scar had. Overall, it's a great looking piece, guys. You'll be very happy with it, and I know a lot of people hanging out for this one. A lot of people have been wanting the AVPs to be remade for quite some time, and Celtic's the top of most people's list to get. So I was going to wait for this guy, having the Scar and already having a Celtic, but yeah, I couldn't wait. It lasted 2 days and I bought one straight away off eBay. And here he is. Very happy with it. Right, just moving to the side a bit, and you can sort of see the old one compared to the new one. I have the old one in sort of a neutral pose still, because my room's sort of limited in display space, so I've got him in a neutral pose. Here we have the old one. Haven't got the hair pose or the dreads posed really well on this one, but basically you can see the difference. Here we have the original with the original standard base. Yeah, so there they both are, guys. This old one's still a little bit taller. You put them side by side. This one is the same height as that, whereas this one is on that higher base. So this one will probably be about a centimetre taller still. But the new one looks really good. And also he comes with that knife sheath as well. You've got to click that onto his shin armour there as well. So there he is, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. And good luck when, I know a lot of people waiting for this guy, good luck in getting him, and hope you enjoy, I'm sure you will. Alright guys, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.